Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the Committee on Education, our 3 o'clock meeting in room 229. Today is Friday, March 11th, 3 p.m. meeting in hearing room 229. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You will find links to viewing options for all Senate meetings on the live and on-demand video page of the legislature's website. This Zoom meeting and YouTube live stream event will include the 3 o'clock p.m. agenda for the Committee on Education. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to major technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business on Monday, March 14, 2022, at 3 o'clock p.m. in this room, and a public notice will be posted on the legislature's website. I'd like to take this time to remind our testifiers that due to time restrictions on our hearings, we will be limiting testimony to 1 minute per testifier per bill. For people participating remotely, please remain muted and video disabled until shortly before it is your turn to testify. When I call your name, unmute yourself and your time will begin. After your minute is completed, staff will mute you so that we can move this hearing along in an orderly and efficient manner. Thank you, members, for joining us. To my right is Senator Donna Kim, Vice Chair of the Committee on Education, and my far right is Senator Donovan Dela Cruz, and to my left is Senator Kurt Favela. We start with some GMs today. Governor's message. GM 588, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Teachers Standard Board gubernatorial nominee Christy Miyami for a term to expire 6/30/2025. Is Christy here?
Yes.
Thank you, Christy. Would you like to make a statement?
I just want to say thank you very much for letting me testify today. I am here for the confirmation to the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board. Currently, I teach at Mililani Middle School.
Yay, Mililani Middle!
Yay, Mililani! Yes, and this would be to stay on the board for a second term. I've learned a lot, and I would really appreciate your consideration to just continue on and to be able to continue with the mission and vision of our standards board.
Christy, I wanted to ask you, in your response to the committee questionnaire that we sent out, you noted the importance of having a teacher's perspective on the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board. Can you elaborate a little bit why you feel this is so important?
Sure. Knowing that, I mean, because we are educators and because this is the Teacher Standards Board, it's really important for us to have voice too in terms of what's important for how we want to, I guess, in order to go forward, in order to promote professionalism and to bring more teachers in, we need that voice. It's really important. It's knowing where the grassroots of where a lot of the needs are, so we can be that voice and be that leader for the board. So that's really important. To me, I feel it's really important for us to have that voice.
Thank you, Christy. And for the members, I'd like to read a little bit of what she said that I picked up on in her letter to us. I appreciate that the board is made up of a variety of voices, from teachers to the state superintendent designee, to administrators, to members of the public. As we are making decisions on how to promote excellence in education, it is integral to represent the voice of our teachers. And I feel that I can be a neutral voice for teachers of Hawaii. She goes on to say, the Standards Committee has provided me insight on licensure subject matters, standards, and educator preparation standards. The Legislative Committee has made me more aware of education bills being considered. Members, do you guys have any questions of Christy. I wanted to also note that one of the testifiers, Kayla Van Matter, noted that Christy is a diligent, organized, and efficient professional. She is routinely the first to volunteer to help arrange, coordinate, and facilitate team activities and events for our students. Thank you, Christy, for volunteering to sit on the Hawaii Teacher Standards Boards, and we appreciate your service to the board. Without further questions, we'll be moving on. Thanks again, Christy.
Thank you very much.
Our next nominee to the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board is Dawn Raymond, for a term to expire 6/30/2025. Dawn is a special education teacher at Chiefess Kapulani Elementary School, a current member of the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board. And I really love what she wrote. She says, my priorities continue to be ensuring that we provide every child in Hawaii with qualified teachers, promoting professionalism and teaching excellence, building public confidence in the teaching profession, and providing more accountability to the public. I really appreciated that. And one of the letters written in by Carrie Sato says, Dawn is a dedicated educator to not only her students and community, but also to her profession. Through our mutual service on the HSTA board, I recognize the unique gifts of this very special teacher. What a compliment that is for Dawn. Dawn, in your response to the committee, you noted learning about different ways a state-approved teacher education program, SATEP, can implement policies to provide candidates multiple ways to demonstrate proficiency. Can you please elaborate on why this is important and how you plan on using this during your next term?
Okay, good afternoon, Chair Kidani and the Education Committee. Having served since 2019 on the Standards Board, I have, like you said, learned about the SATEP, which is the state-approved teacher education programs, and how it aligns to implementing policies to provide candidates to demonstrate their experiences in the program to compete. I think that these are really important areas because I'm sorry, Ms. Senator Kirani, can you repeat your question?
So you said you noted learning about different ways a SATEP
Yes.
Program can implement policies to provide candidates multiple ways to demonstrate proficiency. So can you elaborate on that statement and why that's important to you?
Well, it's important because we have to make sure that our teachers are certified and are following practices that make them the professionals that they are in taking care of our children, not only academically, but social, emotionally, protecting them. And with these specific skills that are in place in these programs that the schools have, it ensures that we are providing for our keiki from P to 12th grade in Hawaii.
Thank you, Dawn. Members, are there any questions of Dawn? If not, moving on to the next person. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
So GM 570, submitting for consideration confirmation to the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board, gubernatorial nominee Brandon Kawazoe for a term to expire 6/30/2024. Brandon is the current chair of the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board. Is Brandon there?
Not present, Chair.
Thank you. Some members, Brandon says in his message to us that he would love to continue serving. His recent accomplishment as chair of HTSB is being able to work closely with board members and the interim executive director and licensing specialists. And it provides some clear understanding of the importance of having highly qualified trained teachers, school counselors, librarians in the education setting. And since Brandon is not here, we will move along to our fourth nominee, Principal Kim Sanders, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board for a term to expire 6/30/2025. We're on GM 571. Principal Sanders is principal at Eva Mackay Middle School.
Go Eva Mackay Middle.
No cheering from the peanut gallery. In her letter to us, she talked about she hopes to continue to be a productive member of the Hawaii Teacher Standards Board, and she sits on the hearing panel and helps support decisions of suitability for teachers that have been on notice for infractions of misconduct. She's also saying, I have learned a lot about accountability for our EPP programs that accredit our teachers, counselors, and librarians. Kim, I don't know what EPP is. Can you explain, please?
So those are the programs that are set up for our licensure. And so they are what our specialists check out on each of our teachers that applies for a license. And so that is, I'm not sure exactly what the acronym is exactly, but we call them EPPs. And it's actually just looking at the licensure for being able to be licensed in the state of Hawaii.
Thank you, Kim.
And Eva Mackay, yay, year of the tiger.
Can you elaborate on what the improvements have been and how you plan on continuing to improve the system if you are confirmed for another term?
I think in the past the past 2 years that we've been together, the improvements have come along mainly through our licensed specialist. We have some great specialists that are part of the board, and they do a lot of the background checking, but making sure that our systems are in place, our policies are tight, so that we make sure that we have the best candidates coming into Hawaii for our children. And I think that's huge because we do want the best for our students. And I think that's what some of our other members have just recently said in the hearing. So it is one of those things where it's very important work, and it's great because it's not just one perspective. We have, like they were saying earlier, we have perspectives from teachers. We have a board member from the Board of Ed. We have assistant superintendents. So it is one of those things where we all come together. We have from charter schools, from private schools. It's not limited. It's like bringing all those voices together and making sure that we do the best for all of our children in all of the areas in Hawaii.
Thank you, Kim. In testimony provided by Justin Carmichael, he says she listens to everyone carefully and makes those difficult decisions with students, staff, and overall equity in mind. She fosters the school community by ensuring that parents and key stakeholders are involved in the learning that takes place on the campus. Another testifier, Jennifer Welch, says, I was a parent representative on the school community council, and I currently work with Principal Sanders as the PCNC at Eva Mackay. I see on a daily basis Principal Sanders' commitment to the teachers, staff, and students to make sure she is doing the best she can for them and let them know she hears them and appreciates them. She will always try to find a way to make things happen if it is something that is positive and will help the students, staff, or teachers. She creates such a positive work environment that makes Eva Mackay the great school it is. Very nice comments about you, Principal Sanders. Members, questions of our nominee?
Yeah,
Senator Favela.
just what you were saying, I got the privilege to work with her, and everything that is being said is 110%. I learned a lot of her working skills and her dedication to the school. And what most, especially that I love is you guys' social media. You guys are so active on social media. I get all the information, but just thank you, continue to serve, and just like working with you. Thank you very much, Kim.
Well, thank you. Eva Beach strong.
Thank you, Principal Sanders. Thank you very much. Moving on, members. You guys have any other questions? Sorry. Moving on to Governor's Message 573, submitting for consideration confirmation to Hawaii's Teacher Standards Board, gubernatorial nominee Katina Soares. Is Katina with us? Oh, there she is. Thanks for joining us, Katina. In her message to us, she stated, as stated in my letter of interest for HTSB, which is another term. So Katina, you're currently a board member, huh?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you for wanting to serve another term. She says another term on HTSB would provide me an opportunity to assist with shaping the next generation of teachers whose required knowledge, skills, and dispositions goes far beyond content and curriculum to meet the needs of today's whole child. I really like that, Katina. Principal Lydia Trinidad of Kualapu'u School Public Conversion Charter says Dr. Soares comes with a background as a rural educator, as a homegrown local teacher, school counselor, and administrator from Molokai, has experience as an administrator in both a charter school and DOE school, and have led schools, the Hawaiian immersion programs, and with a Hawaiian focus. And from Josh Rappoon says, her understanding of what school could be, what teaching could be, is remarkable and visionary. She understands what it means for kids to be most likely to succeed. She also understands what teachers need to do to prepare themselves to guide, coach, mentor, and sponsors today's kids as they navigate towards a set of durable skills and social and emotional competencies, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Very nice words from your testifiers, Dr. Soares. Members, are there any questions of our nominee? If not, Katina, do you have anything you want to add?
No, just thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I haven't even been in as a member for not even a year yet, but I've learned so much, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to learn more and contribute to providing qualified teachers for our students. It's really important.
Thank you very much for your willingness to serve. It looks like we're rounding up a really great teacher standards board with all returning members. So thank you for the opportunity for us to confirm your nomination to this teacher standards board, Katina. Members, any questions? If not, recess. Reconvening the Committee on Education. Members, before us, we have 5 gubernatorial nominees, Christy Miyame, Don Raymond, Brandon Kawazoy, Principal Kim Sanders, Dr. Katina Suarez. And the recommendation of the chair is to approve the nominees and move them forward. Any questions? All good? Thank you very much.
Chair's recommendation is to approve all GMs, GM 568, GM 569, 570, 571, 573, all for advice and consent. Are there
Chair votes
members
aye.
present? The 4 members present, is there any objections? Any reservations? Hearing none. Senator Wakanoha, are you here?
No.
No, he's not here. He's excused. So 4 members, all voted aye. Recommendation adopted.
Thank you, members. So we're past, we have passed all the gubernatorial nominees and approved them, passing this committee. And that concludes our meeting.